Buenos dias a todos. Buenos dias. Welcome back to Blancos Oxpool, and yeah, unusual guest with me today, actually. Yeah, and I'm actually still looking forward to it. I can't lie. Yeah, Kel, what we saying? You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Come
Drinking
on, people.
coffee, but still good.
Yeah, nah, she's been waking up mad times in the morning. I can't lie. Yeah. You told me backstage that you just woke up, so I can't imagine that you're tired. But listen, I'm not gonna drag your time out now. So we'll just get into it. We'll just get into it, shall we? Um, chat, you know how this goes. Like and subscribe, and listen, respect my panelists, as I always say. All right, they give up their time, so no abuse, no anything in the chat. This guy, you're linked with this guy now at my football club, and how do I say this? This whole deal depends on what one geezer, Savio, in it, and that's if Tottenham actually buys him or not. Um, I want to ask you where is the stance on that? If you have to give me if you have anything information that you can give out.
I think it's very telling today. So Pep Guardiola did his press conference, and he said that Savio is injured. He said he got injured in the preseason game the other day, and I think that's a very clear sign that
Oh,
Savio is not injured and that he and his agents are working on a deal to move to Tottenham.
mm,
Um, it's kind of weird because Savio he got a lot of minutes last season. Like he played because the big deal is like young players under Pep don't play a lot of minutes. That's just a
mm,
fact. Like you
mm,
have to be really special. Like even Phil Foden, who's been like our best academy player recently, it took him years to like break into the lineup. And Savio last season came as a 20-year-old after having a really good season for Girona. And I thought he performed pretty well. It wasn't perfect. He didn't score a lot of goals, but he had like 13 assists. And I think for a guy in his first season in the Premier League that's a pretty good return on investment for my money, especially when our team was a disaster last season, except
mm.
when we played you.
Yeah,
You guys
like
were a
always.
disaster too, but we made you look fantastic.
Oh, no, trust me. That win, trust me, it meant absolutely nothing. And do you know why? Because at the end of the day, we won nothing. So it
I
all
thought
meant
you
nothing.
won some cups, didn't you?
What?
Didn't you win some cups last year, or am I mistaken?
Well, technically, we did win two trophies: the European Super Cup and the one that PSG beat Spurs in. And what was it? The previous version of what was
Oh
it?
yeah,
The
was it
World Cup.
Continental
Yeah,
Cup or
exactly.
something?
Yeah, against Pachuca, if I'm not mistaken. But apart from that, nah, nothing. So that was for us, basically for us Madridistas, that's going trophyless. But
Yeah.
yeah, but if we have to say this, do you think you have used Savio in the right way? In
No.
order, no, you haven't. Because, and do you think Pep will use this guy in the right way? Obviously, he will play him in his favorite position, but I'm surprised you guys. In a way, I am surprised that you want to spend all that money on him because I look at your defense, Kellen. I'm like, your defense can be got at. I can't lie.
It's poor.
Yeah, I don't think you even got right back so far, do you?
No, we're using Mateus Nunes as a right back who doesn't know. He's a midfielder that Pep says is not clever enough to play in the midfield. So I don't know why my fan base is gassing this guy up. He's great going forward, but he doesn't know how to defend, and he cost us a couple of games last year. But
Mm,
I think if we get Rodrygo, I think the understanding is if we're gonna pay the money, like we're buying him to play left wing, which is what he wants to do, which I don't
mm.
understand because I think we have a better player in Omar Marmoush already. I hate to say it, like I'm not like slagging Rodrygo off, but
No, I hear you.
yeah,
I hear
I
you.
think Marmoush right now is the better player. He scored 28 goals last season. When was the
Yeah,
last time Rodrygo did that? I mean, it was in all comps, and
he
granted, he's
hasn't.
on another team too. Yeah, see, yeah, Marmoush last season, 28 goals, 17 assists. And he's been playing on the left. He's played on the right a few times, but
Mm,
Marmoush also tends to be like the striker or even a false nine when
mm,
Holland is out, and we
mm.
can always count on Holland getting injured. He gets injured at least once a year, so
I
at
think I
least
was.
at least like he can be a little more versatile and play somewhere
Yeah,
else. But like he can't be happy. He just showed up. He's also making massive wages too. Like so he's
yeah.
not going to a bench. I don't know if who's going to the bench because we have this problem where I think right now we even have a problem with because we have Marmoush, Foden, and Ryan Turkey, and they're all like
Mm,
superstars. They all need to play.
mm.
But we also have like Bernardo Silva, who's our captain, and he'll play a lot of minutes. And it's like you add Rodrygo into the mix. I'm like, where are all these minutes for everybody coming from? Because like Rodrygo, if he does want to leave Madrid, it's because he wants to play in his position. He doesn't want to be the right winger. He doesn't want to be like a striker or whatever. He wants to be a left winger.
Yeah, he pretty much has made it clear that he does not want to be there. He does not want to be playing as a right winger. He wants to play as a left winger more. And that is his preferable position. And look, before the season, I would have said, yeah, get rid of him. But after what I saw, what happened to after what I've seen, what Vinny has performed, I'm like, mate, do you know what? It's probably better that we actually keep him because I think he will flourish much, much better under Xabi's system. And that is, it's nothing disrespectful towards Vinny or anything like that. But I'm like, if you're gonna keep performing like this, I can't really count on you. Do you get me? But I do think this is going to be a very, very, how to say this? This will be a very interesting question now. Because this whole deal depends on Savio. We all know this, all right? It's not because of Grealish, even though that pendejo Kiko, yeah, said it's because of Grealish. It's not. It's got nothing to do with Grealish, yeah? So it's in order for you guys to go from it's only if he's sold. They got their second.
We're kind of stacked right there. We have
because you got your second bid.
We also have Doku and Savio.
Yeah, and
Bob. So we already have 6 players. So at least one has to leave. Preferably
and did their bid get rejected for Spurs? They got the second bid rejected, right?
I've read the sources that I've read on that are not like City sources, so I really don't know what's happening. But it sounds like 70 million euros was rejected. But what people don't understand is that City are very particular about structure of payment. So maybe Spurs offered them the cash they wanted, but they wanted to like stagger it over multiple years. And I think City really would prefer like a payment up front, like not the full payment, but like 25 million up front. And maybe Spurs were offering 5. Like that's just kind of how City work. They really like to drag things out because we have PSR in England. I don't know what you guys have in La Liga, but
it's even worse.
The finances, it's like you need to have an accounting degree now to watch football.
Do you know what? I'll tell you something for free right now. Over 158 players across La Liga can't even be a register right now.
Yeah, I know Barcelona has that problem every year.
I mean,
they always sign people. I'm like,
thanks, Tebas. Yeah, thank you, Tebas. Thank you, moron. But
I'm just like corruption. It's all corruption.
But you know what? At the end of the day, do you think he will get sold? And if you think he'll get sold, when do you think he'll get sold, Savio?
I think he is getting sold. I think this injury is a sign that he's maybe when Pep gets mad at somebody, he tends to ice him out and he'll make excuses and stuff. So I think this is going to happen. Probably in the next, I would say Monday we'll get a lot more information.
Yeah.
I would say Monday, maybe Wednesday he'll get sold. Something like that. I saw somebody on Twitter say that it was done at 75 million euros. I don't know who this guy is, so it could be a bunch of BS, but I would suspect it gets done by sometime this week. And then if that's the case, I think the dominoes will fall really fast. If we're this far along, like what City do is they agree personal terms with the player first. So my guess is they agreed personal terms with Rodrygo ages ago because Pep loves Rodrygo, and to be fair, every time City and Madrid play, Rodrygo's always going off about how much he loves City. So I figure that's already done, and it's just a matter of. I bet you right now, him and Viana and Perez are talking about a fee right now. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah, I just think what was it? The price was set. What was 100 mil?
We're not paying that.
Yeah, the price was, and I know what Madrid does. Madrid is always like, no, this is the price. If you don't pay it, we don't sell it. The only way City ways to pay that money is if you pay in installments, like multiple installments.
Yeah, it'd probably be high installments or something. No, but I think Viana will get that price down.
Do you want him? Would you take him, or would you rather keep Savio?
Honestly, I think we can upgrade. I think Rodrygo's an upgrade on Savio, and I'm kind of getting this vibe right now that Pep has 2 years left on his contract, and there's no indications he's going to sign a new one. I think he's just going to go for it, and I'm like, if we only have Pep for 2 years, give him the best players and try to win everything. That and the being linked to Rodrygo this late in the window, and also Donnarumma makes me think that they're trying to win in the Champions League. So
yeah,
get the guy who's a killer in the Champions League, a guy who can actually score a goal. some dagger goals. I'm still wounded from like 4 years ago when he came on in injury time. And
do you know what? That comeback was probably the sickest
not
comeback
over
I've
it.
ever seen in my life. Yeah, no, that
I'm
was
still
beautiful.
not over that.
No. Do you know what? I looked back to that yesterday when I was eating breakfast. I was looking back at that comeback. That was actually fun. That was
Yeah, so
yeah.
So if we're trying to win a Champions League, get the best players possible for it, and get Pep what he needs. If players want out, they can go. But just you got to try to win everything with the best players possible in the last 2 years that you have. But
do you?
Viana, I'll tell you this about Hugo Viana: is he
Go
had
on.
a deal when we bought Ait Nori. This is a rumor I heard. I don't know how true it is, but apparently we had settled a price of like 40 million British pounds. And then when they went to actually sign the documents, he's like, "So the price is actually 30 million pounds or something." So like he was able to like drop that price dramatically. So we'll see what he does with Perez, your guy, Perez. We'll see how that works.
Don Florentino, yeah.
Yeah, we have the money to pay 100 million, but
no, you've got the money.
City
The City don't like paying that much money. I've seen it from your transfers. Like you like
and
to go.
We will walk away. We've walked away from a lot of players too. Like
yeah.
We will not go over our valuation.
You've walked away from tons of players. I've seen that. You've walked away from tons of players before. Always a Maguire,
Koulibaly,
yeah. There's loads of players. Yeah, there's loads of players you guys have been.
Oh, Harry Kane. Well, that was
Kane as well. Yeah, exactly. You've
players. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? A lot of us Madridistas now actually want him to stay because of what Vini is doing. So because I think he would suit the system much more that Xabi's trying to implement more than Vini right now. And look, whether that changes or not, I don't know. I hope so. But until then, I would like to keep Rodrygo more for the depth. The only thing I'm hoping for is that Tottenham takes longer and longer to do this deal, because I've heard Spurs are pretty slow when it comes to doing transfers as well.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm praying for is the fact that they take so long. So when they do eventually get Savio over the line, it's too late for City to come in for Rodrygo. That's just what I hope for, even though I don't think that's going to happen, to be fair.
Oh, I don't have a YouTube channel for that person asking. I just go on other people's channels. I'm not organized enough.
Come on, be respectful, all right? All right, no, let's not get over the top, and all that sort of stuff. But do you what do you think the price will be maximum that you will get for him?
I could see it being around 85 to 90 million euros. It could even be as low as 80 million euros. Like,
oh no! If it's 80 million, Madrid will not accept that.
I've heard some figures floating around. I don't know how accurate the sources are, but I have heard some lowball figures, and we'll just see what happens.
No, 100%. What do you expect the season from City? Because I can't lie, De Bruyne's left. You got Cherky in, which I think is a very good signing, but I don't think he's KDB replacement. Then what is it? You've got some other players in. Reinders in. You've got plenty of you got some players in as well. What do you expect this season? Do you think you'll win the league or the Champions League? What are your expectations now going into the season?
Right now, I don't think we're winning the league. I'm going to give that to Liverpool. I think they just won the league and they've had a great window. So right now I'm going to pick them, but that is subject to change. If we can get Rodrygo and Donnarumma over the line and potentially, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, but if we can get some names over the line, I'm going to change my mind. I absolutely love Tijani Reinders. I think he's the best signing of the summer for any team in England. And I think he's going to make more of an impact on City than Florian Wirtz in Liverpool. So I highly rate that guy like insanely. And if we can get another playmaker in Rodrygo, because I think Rodrygo like suits Pep really well, because he's a winger who's not like a touchline winger. Like he can invert into the midfield, like, kind of like run right in the middle. So and that's what Pep wants. He doesn't want touchline wingers. That's probably why Savio doesn't want to stay. Because I think there's just been rumors of like the conversation that certain players have been told that they're not in Pep's plans, and maybe Savio is one of them. And even though he played 3,000 minutes, like he might not next year, and World Cup year and all that stuff. So,
yeah, 100%. All right, Chad, smash the like, subscribe. Look at this fraud right here. Yeah, upgraded mic. Will, not like I didn't tell you I was going to do it, mate. Yeah. By the way, from tomorrow, people, upgrade a laptop. Yeah. Trust me, upgrade a laptop big time, people. Yeah, that one, will hit it with the quality of the camera. Yeah. I'm busting all this old shit off, mate. Yeah, it's time to go to the real ones. Yeah, do something new. But do you know what? If I ask you, what is your main weakness now? Because I look at your defense right now, Kel. For me personally, I'm like that defense can really be got at. And obviously, Rodri, did he get some? Did he hit a setback now from another injury? I
Yeah,
read.
in the Club World Cup,
Yeah.
he tweaked something. Apparently, it wasn't his knee. I heard it was a groin.
Mm,
He just played too much, like because he had just come back like basically cold turkey. He played one Premier League game at the end. He played like 15 minutes, and
yeah.
then he went to the Club World Cup and he played 4 games in 13 days. And I was like, bro, that's just too many games too fast. And he
Yeah.
started one of them, and yeah, he tweaked something, and apparently he's fit now. It's just a matter of like rebuild. Like he's recovered from the injury. He just has to build the match fitness up. He's
Yeah.
not going to start games. Pep said he's not going to be fit until after the international break, but he's traveling with the squad tomorrow. We have our first game tomorrow. He's traveling with the team. So I just expect him to come off the bench for minutes, and this can be managed right now because there's only one game a season or one game
Yeah.
a week right now. So I was like, yeah, if he plays 10 minutes every week, like just build that up for a little while. And then after the international break, you can kind of go from there. But I don't think he should be playing more than one game a week for
No, of course. But do you think that you guys will have enough squad depth for this season?
We have depth, yeah. We have depth. Because even though our defenders, we have like 6 center backs right now. The problem is 2 of them are injury prone and one of them is young. You might remember Husanov. He came with Vertebau and pocketed Vinny in his first game as a right back.
Mate, do you know what? Last season, mate, Rule Talk, Valencia managed to pocket Vinny last season. That's how bad the guy was. Trust me, mate.
Like, somehow got nominated for the Ballon d'Or though. Over Marmouche. That pissed me off.
Yeah, which is but that is why I don't take that ceremony seriously. Like CR7 said, it's politics and it's just corruption. And even Lewandowski, yeah, big up to Robert Lewandowski. Just as the way he said, politics involved, and it is.
That's the biggest robbery that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I cannot believe they did that to Lewandowski.
Yeah, but which is why I said ban the just walk away from the Ballon d'Or. Which is why the players should just walk away from that ceremony. I'm telling you all right now. But your defense, because this question came up as well. Not only just about his fitness, but your defense as a whole. I can't like you didn't sign. You haven't even signed a right back. I was surprised that you didn't sign one. I thought you were gonna buy that Cambiasso guy from Juve.
I don't know what happened there. No, they just found a solution with Nunes last season, and we did buy one fullback. We bought Ait-Nouri, but he's not really a defender. I think what the plan is to just we're going to try to retain the ball more, and I think just beefing up the midfield is going to help the defense a lot because the big problem last season was the midfield was just garbage without Rodri there. Because Rodri, people forget he's not just a world-class 6; he's also a world-class 8 at the same time. So he does all of the things. He creates, he does the defense, he wins out every second ball. Like you can't get past him. So losing that is a big deal. And then replacing it with Kovacic and Bernardo Silva and a 35-year-old Gundogan was just a disaster. And teams just cut through the middle like crazy. So I think with Tijani Reinders in there. I'm sorry, my cat has decided to walk all over my headphones. Okay, we'll get rid of her. Sorry, cat. I think with a better midfield, we're going to hold the ball more. We're going to press more because these guys didn't press. They never won the ball back. Whenever they lost it, it was just a straight counterattack every single time. So I think with some better players in there, some players refreshed, like Bernardo Silva's had a terrible season. I expect him to do a lot better this year because that guy just runs like crazy. He just had no one else doing it with him. So I think with a better midfield, the defense won't have to clean up every mess. Like there won't be as many messes. And because when you're under that much pressure, you're going to struggle. So if they're not facing that much, and then that's where the Donnarumma stuff comes in too. Because I think the plan is to just go full out attack, like with both fullbacks going high and wide and crossing balls in, and then having a back 2. So I think the backup plan is if they sign Donnarumma, it's just be the shot stopper to clean everything up. Because then last year Ederson had a bad season too. He's not a shot stopper to begin with. Like his greatest asset is his feet. So,
but the issue is. If you've seen the Donnarumma news, they're reporting it. The reports are that they want 50 million, and City is like, we are not paying nowhere near that. So if you don't even get Donnarumma,
they have no leverage right now. They don't have any leverage because they basically kicked him out, so they can't ask for full price. So I've heard that'll get done at 25 to 30. The big thing for me is the wages. I don't know if he's worth.
Because I mean, he's going to
that's a
demand
lot
some
of
crazy
money,
wages.
but the guy is a good shot stopper, and I think he single-handedly carried PSG to that title, the Champions League title last season. So, and we that's why we haven't won as many Champions League titles. We've only had one Champions League title under Pep, and a lot of it is because Ederson is just not good as a keeper.
Yeah, I mean, the one season. Do you know what the thing is? The one season that he actually was really good is the season that you guys actually went on to win it because he made some. If you look at the comeback that we did against you, like, with the Rodrygo 2 goals. If you look at the first goal that he scored, look at the way Ederson came out. Yeah, he was coming out to collect the ball, he completely missed it, and then Rodrygo slapped it in. So I think Ederson, Donnarumma, I would say he will help you in situations where if another team is pressing you and you're pinned out, and then they're just taking shot after shot, he will be able to save a lot of them. But I just don't think. How do I say this? I just don't think if you guys don't get, for me, well, at least a right back and possibly another midfielder, I'm a bit unsure if you're going to be able to last in the Champions League.
Yeah, my prediction for that right now is just with all the changes, I think we can make it to the quarterfinals, but I don't know if we can go any further than that. It just depends on the draw. And I'm sure we'll beat you again in the Champions League because it just seems like every year we just have to meet in the Champions League. Doesn't matter how. Like, we'll probably meet in the group stage this year or something. It's becoming a yearly affair. And it hasn't gone well for me most of the time. I think we've only beat you like twice out of like 6 times or something, 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Because there was like the Gareth Bale one. That was 2015 or something. That was like the first time City had ever really made a deep run in the Champions League. So that was not a surprise.
Yeah, but that wasn't even
every year for a while under Pep.
But that wasn't even a Gareth Bale goal. That was an own goal that was very much an own goal from, I think what was it, Fernando? I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I watched that goal a bunch of times, and it just looked like Gareth Bale scored it.
No.
Anyways, we lost.
Obviously, he took the shot, but he deflected in. That is why.
Yeah.
But apart from that, where do you predict City to finish? Otherwise,
right now I have us as a solid second. I think it's not even close between. I think 1 and 2 in the Premier League are going to be like 5 to 10 points below 3rd and 4th.
Wait, solid second place.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you'll finish?
Made a lot of improvements. It's just a matter of how long it takes for them to gel.
So you think you'll finish above Arsenal? Yeah.
Yes.
And Chelsea.
Yes. We were terrible last season and we finished above Chelsea and we got better. So I think we're going to do better. We were terrible last season and we actually won more games than Arsenal did. They only finished above us because they had more draws and we had more.
But why do you think? But why do you think you'll finish ahead of them both this season? If you have to get...
because we have Pep Guardiola. They don't. Arteta is not that guy.
No,
he's not that manager. I just don't. I don't believe in it. I don't rate their signings. I think they have massive problems in their midfield with creativity. It's one thing to get a striker that you need, but if you're not getting the ball to the striker, he's not going to score goals. I saw this all last season. Erling Haaland was double teamed and taken out of games. I can easily see that happen to Gyökeres. And also, I don't know if I rate the guy just because you lit up a bunch of like bottom half of the table teams in Portugal. I don't know if that translates in the Premier League. So. Big season. Their midfield, I just don't think has balance right now. Declan Rice, I just don't rate as a number 8. I think he's great defensively, but like going forward, I don't rate him that way.
The thing is, he's actually said that he prefers to play more as a 6 than an 8 because he feels.
Yeah, and then you just bought they bought Zubamendi, so I'm just like, well, now he's not going to play as a 6 unless because did Zubamendi play as an 8? I don't know.
Yeah.
Odegaard is just. I just don't think Odegaard's a creator. I think he's more of a goal scorer because we kind of have the same problem with Phil Foden.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I told Lee Gunner and all the Arsenal fans, Shane, and everyone. I told them, bro, we robbed you. We did rob them. And listen, all my Madridistas in the chat now will tell you as well. We robbed them because Odegaard is nowhere near that guy. He is nowhere near that guy. So, if I make this in the right way. For me, it's just very, very obvious that City obviously ain't the same City as it was before. But like Pep said, I don't think you guys will get back to that level for a very good time.
No.
But
maybe never. That's just a very special level. Like that treble season, like
maybe.
You've had people who've been watching football for 30 years say that's the best football they've ever seen. The box midfield. I was on a stream yesterday. I got that out of the host. He's like, that
But
box midfield's the best thing, one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm like, damn.
yeah. No, but on the real, I do think for you guys, if you guys can, because you guys dropped, I heard you dropped something like what 25 points something from winning position, which was something crazy. So then I'm like, all right, well, if you can improve on that aspect, you can finish above them. But I think your record against the top 6, they're gonna have to get a bit better.
It does, yeah. It's really bad. It's been really bad the past 2 seasons. Even the last time we won the title, we struggled against the top 6.
I don't. Then you,
Big 6.
I don't think you won any of the top 6 games, did you?
Last season, we beat
No,
Chelsea
the season,
twice.
no, the 4-peat season.
The 4-peat season, let's see. We drew to Arsenal both times. We drew to Chelsea both times.
No. Didn't you lose to them at the Emirates? To be fair.
Okay, we lost and we drew. We drew at the Etihad. That's right. I forgot. I think we beat Liverpool. Did we? No, maybe we drew. No, we drew with Liverpool both of those that year. Both games, we drew both games. Yeah. I think we beat Spurs at the once, and I think we either draw or lost to them the second time. And United, I think we beat United both times that season. But yeah, it was pretty poor. We didn't lose. We drew a lot of the games. We only lost a couple of them, so that kind of helped. But last season was terrible. We lost. We lost both times to. No, we drew and we lost to Arsenal. We lost both times to Liverpool. We beat Chelsea both times. We lost Spurs once, and then we drew to them once. Or no, we lost and we won. Sorry, I'm getting a cup confused in there. We were terrible against Man United the worst Man United team last year. We lost and we drew.
Yeah, I
the
was
worst
shocked.
games I've ever seen in my life. One of them was just the complete bottle job. That's when I was like, Mateus Nunes is not a defender, because he literally like single-handedly gave them that game. Him and Joshko Vardiol had a complete disaster, complete bottle job. And then the game at the Swamp, that Old Trafford, was just one of the most depressing games I've ever watched in my life. And I'm forgetting somebody in the top 5. Maybe I'm not, but yeah, it was just terrible last season against the top. The only ones we beat was Chelsea. We beat Chelsea twice, so we were terrible. We beat Chelsea twice, and we finished above them. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to finish above us this season. I still think they lack experience. I think they're 1 year away from contending. They just need one more year of experience, and also their keeper's bozo. I don't care what they say about the Club World Cup final. That guy's a bozo. I've seen him make so many mistakes in the Premier League. So
but I don't think there's anything new. Let me just address this little comment before we move on. Mate, listen.
Oh, Donna. Oh, God.
Yeah. Listen, mate, I know you're a man behind this account, by the way. Yeah, don't think I don't know this stuff, mate. Yeah, because I'm not stupid. Yeah, I might just be a 22-year-old guy. Yeah, but I'm not dumb. Yeah, number 2, bruv, I'm not gay. I'm not. So yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm straight. So no thanks. Yeah, just
send him some money though. Send him some money.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Like
listen, he might be joking. Listen, if he's joking, then listen, he's joking. Then whatever. But I'm not gay. So
he shows up on every stream I'm on. Like
he showed up on Lee's as well. So listen, let's not even. Man said that staff is OP.
Donna, you should tell everyone you're here for coughing.
You're a funny guy, bro. Yeah, big up Oma, man.
Donna has a great cure for when you're coughing.
Nah.
We're on Strasbourg, Steve.
All right, do you know what? Do you know what? At least you've woken up now.
Yeah, well, the coffee's open too.
No, 100%.
I have to try to take a nap before work, but I'm old. I can't nap anymore. My body. I don't know why. I thought I would sleep more as I got older. No, I sleep less. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I hear it. But what do you predict then? What do you predict to win the season then? If you have to put out some sort of a guess, what do you predict to win?
Now I'm just gonna say I predict a domestic cup. At least one of them. We have 2 of them. So I would predict at least one of them. I really want to win the Carabao Cup, even though everyone's like, that's the Mickey Mouse trophy, because Erling Haaland has never won it. And that's all he needs to complete English football. He's won everything else. So I would love to win that. It's just kind of a fun one to win. We won like 4 or 5 of them in a row. And so it's kind of like, it'd be fun just to win another one. You know, it's been a while. And now they've got these like special patches that say how many times you've won it. And so we got 8 of them. I'm like, yeah, let's make it number 9. I can win the Premier League. It's just I think we need a couple more signings, and then
I think the only
just
way,
has to gel.
I'm going to be real with you. I think the only way you guys win the Prem is if, what's it called? If Liverpool drop off, yeah? If they get a massive injury crisis where Salah, Wirtz, and one of the main two defenders goes out for a long period of time. And
Did you
what
not
is it?
see
If
the
you
story? Did you not see the story today about Kanate? He is Kanate his head is apparently in Real Madrid. He says he'll be there either this summer or next summer.
Do you know what it is? I think with Konai, I think there's a signing for us next season. I know a lot of Premier League fans who are not Liverpool, of course, have said take him. But do you know what I would like? I would like this club to get him and get Saliba. Like, I know for a fact these are the two centre backs the club is looking at the most. But
yeah,
I think the way you guys win the league is, well, you've got to be consistent against these smaller teams. Yeah, sorry Newcastle and these guys, but you are small compared to the others. You got to be consistent against them, and I also think against the big six, if you can improve your record a bit against them, I think that will be a sign that you can actually make it forward and actually challenge for the title properly. I think you can challenge. I do think you can challenge. My only question is, will that defense be good enough? That is just the only question. Because goals you can score. You can score plenty of goals. We've seen that before. Every season you score a hell of a lot of goals. The only issue is, your defense lately.
Yeah,
that we've been seeing.
We have our best defense fit. I do think that Vardiol and Diaz is a good center back pairing, and we saw that.
What is your best defense?
We went on an unbeaten run. It was Vardiol and Diaz. So.
Yeah,
but Vardiol's injured right now, so that's kind of concerning.
But what would you say is your best defense if you have to put out your lineup right now? What would you say? Everyone's fit. What is your best defense in your opinion?
Are we talking pure defense, or are we talking other aspects?
No.
We have Ainori, who's a flying fullback. Yeah. He's not a defender.
Yeah, but your preferred lineup, like your preferred back line for the season, if everyone's fit.
I would go Ainori because he's going to move forward and help the offense. Vardiol, Diaz, and then I'm playing Husinov at right back. I was impressed enough with him in the few games he got last season, but it'll probably be Nunez. Sometimes John Stones will be there, and sometimes Emmanuel Akanji will be there. I'm just like, oh, you know how you hated that guy? You used to always tweet about him last year. Who was that guy you hated so much who left? I forget his name. Whoever that guy was, that's how I feel about Akanji. Valencia or something. I don't remember the guy's name, but you fucking hated him. You were always tweeting about hate this guy, get this guy out. I'm like, that's how I feel about Akanji.
Vasquez. Wait,
yeah, that guy. That's how I feel about Akanji. I'm like, get this guy out of my club.
Yeah, that's what happens when you mention Vasquez to me.
Sorry. PTSD, trauma, did not mean to.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, thank you very much. Honestly, anyway, I need to ban this word. Yeah, I need to ban that word from my channel. I need to ban that word. Yeah, honestly. What?
At least you got rid of him. I'm still stuck with the candy.
Oh yeah. Grazie, señorita, that he's gone. Jesus Christ the Lord. Yeah, honestly, mate.
I didn't know it was such a trigger word. My bad.
Do you know why? Because when you've got a player like that in your defense, at any given time, he's got a bozo in him, and then everything could just switch off. Do you get me?
Yeah, because that's a Kanji.
Yeah, he is. That's what he's basically become for you guys, and which is why I said, look at this guy, Free Vasquez, bruv. If you don't behave, I'll unmod you and I'll block you, mate. I'm joking. Big ups here. Nah, but honestly speaking, I will be real with you guys. So I think you guys, there's one thing you could have in favor is if people keep writing you off. I've seen people write you off, which I still think it's a bit crazy that people are writing you off. But I will say this to be fair. You do tend to prove people wrong, which is something I will always give you. But the main question is now, can you retain them? If your defense can keep a respectful performance throughout the season, then you've got a chance. But like I said, I still think one of Chelsea or Arsenal are ahead of you, but I do think it's the same case for some of them. Maybe not Chelsea because they've bought flipping 30 players or something, but I do think the main two contenders for me will be Liverpool and Arsenal. But I do think if Arsenal again gets some injuries as well, I think that can affect them as well very, very badly. And that's where you guys could come into play. But I think Haaland, him staying fit and Rodri as well this season will be a massive, massive key factor. Massive key factor.
Yeah, it's an interesting title race because everybody I think has flaws. Even Liverpool with their crazy. If you want to talk about defense, their defense has a lot of question marks too. Because both of the fullbacks they signed, neither one of them are defenders. You guys thought Trent was a bad defender. Wait till you see Frimpong.
No, Frimpong's worse. Oh, he's worse.
Yeah, Frimpong's terrible defensively.
And I can't and I couldn't stand that Trent was going to come here. But trust me, if I had to pick between him or Frimpong, oh Jesus Christ, the Lord, give me flipping Trent immediately.
And yeah, 100. Great going forward. I don't think it'll affect you as much because let's be real, the La Liga is not as strong as the Premier League. Like 18th and 19th place in La Liga aren't challenging you.
All right, like see, see, this is where I'm going to disagree. I'm picking I think La Liga's quality is better than the Prem, personally.
Maybe at the top, but not 1 through 20.
No. But do you know what? No, but do you know why I would argue La Liga over Prem? Do you know why I argue that? Because all of our teams in this league are technically gifted. Like, obviously, it's not as good marketed because I've got an idiot of a president that, don't know how to market this league in a proper way. Yeah, which is very, very sad. And again, he's destroying this league. But with a proper person in charge, I think this league can go from here to here because the quality is that strong. It's that good. I just think when an average Spanish team plays against, the odd Premier League team, majority of the times I've seen Spanish teams win. And that's because I think technical ability, it usually 9 times out of 10 for me, it beats pace and power. Do you get me? And I also think when you look at the Prem as well, a lot of the teams that comes up, I don't know if you've realized this, but very, very, very few of your teams that come up from the Championship actually survives. They immediately they just go down again.
Yeah. A lot of that is money though, because they get a massive fee when they go up, when they get promoted. So sometimes it's worth it just to get relegated to try to get promoted again. You make way more money than just staying in the league because you get like 100 million when you get promoted or something. Like you get or maybe it's 130 or something. You get massive amounts of money. Like look at Sunderland, they just got promoted and they bought all kinds of players. They bought Granit Xhaka. They brought a whole bunch of other players in. I
think they're close to buying a player from Bayern Munich as well.
Oh wow, yeah, I predicted them to stay up.
Yeah, and they've got the best chance out of all 3 teams up because what was it? It was them, it was Burnley, and then who was the next team there?
Leeds United.
Oh, yeah, Leeds. And but I will say this though, I think La Liga has better quality than the Prem, like quality wise, football wise.
I'll be honest, I don't watch La Liga, so I can't really say. I don't even watch the cup.
But do you know? But there is something as well that I think you guys have. You have something that else that you're marketing, which is called the Big Six that people keep talking about. I've always debunked this, and I had a lot of arguments with Prem as well. And I want to get your opinion. Do you really believe in this Big Six thing? Because I've never really believed in it personally.
I mean, I kind of do now, especially with these PSR rules. Like those rules are written to keep it as these 6 too.
No, I get that, but
Chelsea, I'll be frank. Chelsea and City bought their way in.
No, they did. But the point is, but at least I can respect that because you bought your way in, but you've won trophies. You get me? Like my point is, for me, there shouldn't be a top 6 because Spurs are including that, and I don't even get why they're even in that. I don't get why they're even in that part.
They make a lot of money. That's why they've turned that into a marketing circus. Like
that's true.
They built that stadium just to get NFL games.
Yeah.
And they make a ridiculous amount of money off of NFL games, concerts. I think they have a go-kart or something. I've actually been to that stadium. It's pretty nice. You can tell they're trying to emulate the Bernabeu.
Yeah. Good luck, Tottenham. That's all I'm going to say. But because the thing is, in my lifetime, I've seen the city of Manchester dominate the league pretty much in my lifetime. It was Manchester United when I was growing up, and it's Alex Ferguson, and then I've seen Chelsea win it the odd times here and there as well. I've seen Liverpool do it, but I've seen you guys as well dominate. But I'm not saying the Premier is a crap league, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. But I do think people have overrated it to a bit because your league, we can say it's interesting, and I do because I watch two leagues, La Liga and the Prem. These are the 2 leagues I only watch. But I do think your record in Europe as a whole normally doesn't end well. And when people keep saying that the Premier League is by far the best team, when you don't win the Champions League a lot of times, that is when I'm just like, all right, but why are they not performing as good in Europe? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know what your thoughts is on that.
I can only count for my team, but I think the reason we've had such lack of success, my team personally in Europe, is because we're Pep likes to win the league, and it's very
Mm.
hard to balance. We're always in these really tight title races, and it's really hard to balance both, like the league title and the Champions League title at the same time. And if it's up to Pep, he's going to sacrifice the Champions League every time. He just wants to win the league titles, which is kind of funny because I think our ownership and our board, our chairman, I think they want to win Champions Leagues. So I think that's why this season.
I think your ownership wants to win everything, but
yeah, they want to win everything.
But I think they wanted to have at least 1 to 2 more Champions Leagues under Pep's era.
I really want that. I think that's why we're going after Rodrygo. They see that. I think they see him as.
But
Like
I don't think Rodrygo will be. But I don't think he's going to be enough for you guys.
No, we would have to get a keeper too, and we'd probably have to get a right back. I've been harping on this all summer, but I'm starting to lose hope. But I really want to get Tino Livramento from Newcastle. I think he's a really good defensive.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I think that's what you need in the Champions League.
Yeah, no, because Livramento is a very solid right back, and I've maintained this consistently for time that if you're going to have one person. If you're gonna have one of your fullbacks being very offensive, you're gonna need one defensively as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree with that completely.
Yeah, but you don't think Champions League this season, no matter what, not happening.
I'm just never confident in the Champions League. I have seen City get eliminated in every way possible. Like I just have no faith. Like I literally didn't believe we were gonna win that Champions League until we won that Champions League. So,
I just think your club is more suited to winning the league.
Yeah.
Your club is more of a league. I've said this about Manchester United before. Like Manchester United, when they were dominating under Sir Alex Ferguson, even though they came to quite a lot of, or I'd say, well, quite a lot. What was it?
They went to a bunch
4
of
finals.
Yeah,
4 finals. Yeah, they got to multiple semi-finals. But Manchester United, for me, have always been a club that is better as a league winning team than as a Champions League winning. They're more of a Champions League club. Like my club, even though we've won 36 La Ligas, we're known for being a cup team,
Champions League team.
Yeah, a club that does well in the cup competitions. I just don't think City, unless City gets a manager who is an expert on winning the Champions League, I just think your club will be more suited to winning a league than the Champions League.
Pep is not a cup manager. He's more of a league manager.
Mm.
And so I think because of that, we've just become more of a league team. Like we know how to win the league. That's our Champions League. That's our bread and butter. Like we won 6 out of 7 Premier Leagues in a row.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive. But then I think in England, the team that is always this, and I consider more of the cup team, is Chelsea. They seem to do very well in the Champions League, and in their limited time at the top, they've won 2 of them already, and they've been to like 3 finals. So they seem to be more like a cup team.
Yeah,
and they just won the Club World Cup. I'd be interested on your thoughts on the Club World Cup. What did you think of that tournament? Like the new expanded format? Because obviously you've been to a million of the old.
Oh! My club made money off of that we could spend in the transfer. So, happy days. Keep it going.
Yeah, I think we made 50 or 60 million just for, even though we went out.
No, more 80 million. We made 80 million total.
Oh, you guys did, yeah, because you made it to what, semis, the semifinals.
Yeah. And then that bullshit performance against flipping PSG was no, because I'm just gonna get wound up if I talk about it. So let's not even get into that.
Okay, I've already triggered you once. We won't trigger you again. Pep is gonna ruin Rodrygo. Who doesn't Pep ruin? That's what I want to know. That's the narrative.
You agree? You agree with that narrative? Yeah, he
ruined Rodri. Get out of here.
Nah, to be fair, he
ruined Gundogan? No. He ruined Kevin De Bruyne? No.
But he did ruin Savio.
Some of these players just aren't good enough.
But he ruined Savio. But he ruined Savio.
Ruined Savio?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Did you not watch him in Girona what he was doing?
No, I didn't. I mean,
okay. Yeah, Chad, anyone who watched him, is he the same player as he was when he came to City? Yeah, the way Pep used him. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, he was not. He was not. But he was
playing on the left, wasn't he? And I know he's better on the left, but unfortunately we had Doku there who was playing on the left, and then
who I think is a scrub. Yeah, who I think is a scrub.
Yeah, I don't rate Doku. My fan base gasses him up too much. I'm like, he'll show up against Bournemouth and West Ham and completely disappear
against the big sides. But against the big sides he'll go quiet. Yeah. No, that's been the
pony. He's great. He's probably world class at beating his man, and then he does absolutely nothing with it after. He's
No end
absolutely
product.
terrible. He's
Yeah.
he's like a League One player.
He's like a less quality version of what Saint Maximin, pretty much, when he was in Newcastle.
He's a shorter Saint Maximum.
Yeah.
And the excuses my fan base makes for that guy, dude, I'm like, bro, he's just not that good. They're like, it's the other player's fault. Nobody crashes the box. He crosses to no one. I'm like, well, it's his job to find the players wherever they are. You can't just blame the players for not.
But even
you got to do better.
Yeah, but even when he crosses the ball, his quality ain't even that good. Let's just be honest. His quality ain't even that well.
He can't do what Pep is asking him to do. So I think this is his last season, honestly. It's a make or break. Unless he gets 20 GNA this season, I think he's gone. Because we need output, man. And we've got players now who have output. Marmoush, output machine. Holland, output machine. Phil Foden, when he's on. Even on his bad season last year, Phil Foden had better stats than Doku. When Foden missed like half the season and was shit the whole time he played, he still had 20 GNA on a bad season. He's at America. Oh damn.
Yeah, bro, he's fallen off. He's fallen off massively.
Well, I hate America, so they can go after.
I wonder why.
There's a big rivalry. So you know how you have Barcelona and Real Madrid in La Liga MX. It's Chivas and America, and I used to date a guy whose family they're all Chivas fans. So to America.
Is that why you hate them now?
Yes, America, piss off.
My
ex told me that they were like, he said they're the Dallas Cowboys of the Mexican League, and that you might not get that reference. That's an American football reference, but I hate that. Dallas Cowboys, like my all-time worst team in all sports. And so anytime someone compares them to them, I'm like, I hate that team. Nothing more needed.
Oh, pretty much. Well, good thing maybe that guy suits that place because he's that crap as well. But we'll see. There's
somebody's in the chat. Yep. Yeah, Chivas. Yeah. So I don't watch the Mexican League at all, though. I've never even watched a game, but I'm just like, to hell with America.
Nah, I've never watched that league as well. I'm not going to pretend I have as well. But before we wrap up, do you think you'll get him then, or what do you think?
I think the wheels are in motion. Yeah. Pep saying Savio's injured is a big clue. Like that means that's Pep. Pep is playing.
But so you predict that you will get Rodrygo then? Yeah,
Once Savio goes, I think we're going to get him before the window ends.
All right,
maybe as early as next weekend.
Oh, please, the Lord, no. Please, the Lord, no. But listen,
everyone just say goodbye to him. Just be nice. Just be nice.
Listen, I'm hoping that we can somehow keep him, because if we can keep him, then bro, it's gonna do such big wonders and so much better just for our squad depth for this coming season, because we're gonna need him. I'm telling you. But Kel, what you got coming up?
I don't think I have anything else today. I'm trying to negotiate a takeover of a True City fan channel. Might be doing a watch along tomorrow on that channel for the game, but I jump on streams all the time. I don't really have a set schedule.
Yeah, you're on Judge Mo's channel a lot. I've seen.
Yeah, I go on his once a week, sometimes for match reactions, but I'm usually on there like once a week, just on a panel. Yeah, I go on that. I'm mostly on True City fan channel. He just hasn't been streaming a lot this summer, but I go on his a lot, and I might be doing a lot. And I go on Strasbourg Steve a lot. Like,
yeah,
he does games like American time.
Strasbourg Steve. Oh, that guy is immense when it comes to these sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I go on his channel a lot. So
yeah, no, fair enough.
I'll be there a lot. I go on Sunshine FC. I don't know if you know her. She's a menu.
Oh yeah. I know who she is. Big up Sunshine.
Yeah, she just started a weekly panel that I'm a part of. I'm the city rep on that one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then just a bunch of other smaller city channels like Alfie. Zero knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
His name's Alf, but I call him Alfie.
Yeah, 100%.
And then there's some other small ones. I've jumped on LB's show a few times, but
LB's a real one.
We'll go on there, yeah. I Mancunian way sometimes. I just jump around a lot. It just kind of depends. I'm all over. I work with a very dead shift. So
how about this? We'll say this. Man said Alf the fake KDB.
Yep.
You're fucking hilarious, bro.
I don't know, man. You need to start confusing Alfie and Steve because they both got the really long hair. They have longer hair than I do.
True. I've done a stream with that guy before as well on Zia's channel, but that's fair.
Yeah, they got longer hair than I do. No, Alfie's
Yeah.
great. Alfie's
All right,
very
that's
blunt. I just love how like emotionless and blunt he is.
Listen, I think I think when it Kel, thank you for coming on, giving me your thoughts on this as a city perspective. Then you know where to find her in its city channel and obviously on Judge Mo's channels, even on LB sometimes if she jumps on there. I've seen her jump on Hamza's as well. So
Oh
anyone who
yeah,
wants
I
to,
go on Hamza all the time.
well
Usually
there
in
you
the group
go.
chat, you just post a link. I'm mostly on
Yeah,
Twitter, just verbally vomiting.
yeah, Hamza's crazy. People, we're gonna wrap up. This guy, Lee Gunner, is now live. Yeah, my brother is live. So you're gonna raid him and you're gonna spam Sam Blanco's raid. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Yeah. We'll talk, and I'll talk to you all next time. Hala Madrid. Vamos. Ciao.